Hey guys, today from Edge Paintball, we're going to show you how to take out your old lid off of your Halo and install your new Virtue Crown SF. You'll need a Phillips head screwdriver and some patience. So let's open up your crown here. And first thing, you have to unscrew all 7 screws out of your Halo. Five good turns. Pretty much make sure that the screw is completely unscrewed. The screwdriver works pretty good. It swivels on the back side. This is your battery door here. That was a few more turns. Pull this off here. Lay everything off to the side. Grab all your screws. Turn it over. Tap it on the back side here. Make sure they all come out. If not, unscrew a little bit more. Sometimes it helps to have a small Allen wrench on hand. If you can't get them to come out all the way, you can take it and push the screw out. Take your battery pack off. So now that you've got all the screws out, you want to take your fingers inside of here, open your lid, and you want to kind of just spread your hand apart and try to lift it up evenly. Just slide right off. Pull it out. Pull everything out of the inside of it. You'll have a lid pin, and a lid spring. You want to take that lid spring out. Usually I recommend tape it all to the middle of this, so if you ever need it again, you have it, just in case it rains. Now when you put it back together, you want to make sure that these cords or these wires don't get stuck. There's a small slot right here in the bottom of it. You can actually push them down in. So I kind of fold the wires out of the way. This tape is supposed to stay on here. Because if you accidentally pinch these wires, it's really a pain. If this little black piece on the bottom falls out, that's not a problem. You can put it back in after you put the loader back together. So you want to make sure you have everything lined up. This is your electronic board. If for some reason that board comes out inside of this piece, try to keep it in the bottom section. If you pull the board out without pulling the back plate out, it'll actually break the button on the board. So slide this back in. Should be pretty simple. The main thing you want to do is there's a little slot right here, and you want to make sure that the back plate lines up in that spot. If that lines up, usually the board will also line up in its little slot inside of there. And also, don't forget, make sure the wires are out of the way. There's a little nut here on the front too. Make sure that doesn't fall out. I usually super glue mine in place, so I don't have to worry about it. A little dab. Because you'll put the whole thing back together, and this nut holds on your battery door, and if you don't have it in, you have to take the whole thing apart again. So lay it down. Make sure the back plate lines up. If it does, it should slide right down. Before you get too excited, make sure you always put the middle screw back in and tighten it down. That way that nut doesn't fall out, nothing moves around, and just snug it down. You don't want to tighten it down too much, you'll crack it. Make sure your wires are where they're supposed to be. They're not snug between that piece of plastic there, they're actually just in a little opening. Little black piece that fell out, you can just press it into the hole. Should snap in. Like that. Put your battery pack in, put your batteries in. Tuck the wire down, out of the way, phone back on. Battery door, all that good stuff. The middle size screw is what goes on your battery door. Same thing, tighten that down. And just stop when it gets tight. You don't have to over tighten it at all. And you can do all your rest of your screws once you get done. You're going to want to take the crown. And this also helps. It has a flathead spot in here. So if you want to tighten it down, I usually recommend loosen it up most of the way. Take it on the back here and place it there. Maybe you can see it better this way. Now that I have it loose, I can open it up most of the way. And stretch it out and put it right there. Put it down in place. Pretty well set. This also have 4 screws on here, 4 Phillip head screws, that you can take these out if you want to change the colors up. Or if you break one, they're pretty easy to replace. You can also clean all the paint out from the inside. So it makes it pretty nice. So take Phillip's head, or sorry, your flat head here, and just tighten down this screw here. Should pull the gap together. Same thing, you don't want to over tighten this. You want to be snug enough where it doesn't come off in the middle of the game, but you don't want to break the plastic. It seems pretty well set on there. That's not moving anywhere. So there will be a small gap in the back here. And it smooths up pretty nice on the insides. So it does stick up a little bit higher, but it's not too high. From the front, it's not going to really add much to get shot on, as you can tell. So it's really nice. Let's put some paintballs in there, see if any come out. As you can see here, I'm going to pour it real slow so you can see how easy the pods pour inside of there. Literally, one ball at a time opens it up. So 1 or 2 balls are coming out at a time. I honestly think it's because of the gap that we have in here. Because through the other ones, it won't go through, but this gap right here, it pretty much goes through very little. So unless you're running upside down for long periods of time, I don't think you're going to lose any paint on this one. So I would definitely say this is probably one of the best. This is probably one of the best quick feeds that's available on the market. Unfortunately, it is about half the price of your Halo. You're looking at $44.95 for the Crown SF, and the Invert 2 loaders retail for about $75. So it may be a little expensive for you, but honestly, I think it's going to be one of the best quick feeds that you can find out there. So I hope you guys liked the video. Please subscribe. Please like our videos. Feel free to share them online, on your Facebooks, anything like that. We would really appreciate it. If you guys have any questions, comment below or shoot me an email, john@proedgepaintball.com. Thank you guys for watching.